Welcome to another episode of By the Numbers. Every single Tuesday in the Press Enterprise, you can check out EPJ breaking it all down. And we start with a question from last week, Eric, and it was Eastvale Roosevelt's Kayla Sanchez. 6 hits in a game, which is incredible. Joins a very elite group for getting 6 hits in one game. But it's not the best. There's actually been a player who hit 7 in one game.
Yeah, I think we've had a small handful, maybe 5 or 6 with 6 hits in a game. But in 1978, I believe, Tracy Gray of Woodcrest Christian, 7 hits in a single game. So back then, you know, softball just kind of a newer CIF sport sanction. You get to see those kind of hits games. Now, you kind of see 4 or 5 a great hit game. It's going to be hard to ever see 7 in a game again. So I think Tracy Gray's record might be pretty safe.
All right, so the gauntlet has been set for Kayla Sanchez at Roosevelt to get 7 hits in a game. All right, from the batter's box to the pitcher's circle, Erica Romero at Santiago, having a huge season, and she's piling up the wins right now at a record-setting pace.
Yeah, we kind of looked for the first 3 years of her career. Erica Romero split time with Erin Rodriguez in the pitcher circle, so she would hit double digits a year. But this year, the pitching load is on her right now. So we're kind of looking at that. 18 wins already on the season. And Santiago still has a maximum of 15 more games to play. They got 8 league games, 2 more from their tournament this weekend, and maybe up to 5 in the playoffs. If Santiago can win out, Erica Romero will be the pitcher of record in almost all those games, more than likely. She could win 33 games, which would break the record set last year by Emily Lockman, who I believe won 32 games in the circle last year. So we've only had 2 people ever reach 30 wins in a season. That is Lockman and Tegan Gerhardt, both of Norco. So going to be interesting to kind of look at Romero's pace the rest of the year and see if she can, break that record.
Those Big 8 league pitchers are so good. I don't know what they do. All right, now to baseball, and we're talking about a pitcher from San G and Bloomington, who are right now 7 wins, a lot right now in high school baseball.
Yeah, San Gorgonio's Belisario Gutierrez and Bloomington Christian's Cody Dieter, 7 wins, kind of looking at that. They're among the state leaders in there, but not anywhere near the 2-county record in here. The records right now for the 2-county area, Larry Maxey of Chaffee won 18 games in 1957, and the Riverside County record is Mike Corkins, who had 16 in 1964. The reason for such high win totals back then was, the innings limits hadn't been set yet. Pitchers could pitch twice in a week. Now you only can pitch a maximum of 10 games. So unless someone is in there pitching all these games, I don't think we're ever going to see that wins record kind of approached. I think the closest we've had is 14 in recent years, and I think that's kind of the maximum you're going to see is one pitcher winning maybe half of their team games. So 18 going to be a tough one to approach, but we're looking at both Gutierrez and Dieter, maybe hitting that double-digit mark. Yeah, it's kind of tough with that innings limit unless you're pitching 1 full game and coming in relief as the pitcher of record. 10 or 12 is going to be considered a great season.
A great season. All right, Eric, moving on to this stat, and I cannot believe this is true. We're talking about Aquinas softball player Zoe Casas, and she's hitting over, for her career, 701.
Yes, I mean, it's an impressive. Anyone, you might want to look at the numbers and kind of say, well, it's because she's playing at a smaller school. But Zoe Casas is one of the best softball players in the inland area. She plays for the Corona Angels, 18 and under team. She's already committed to Florida State as a sophomore. So she is a quality player. You're looking at right now, though, she's hit safely in 41 of her 42 career games, and 36 of those games, multi-hit games. Earlier this year, she started off the year with 7 straight games of the hit safely in all 27 last year, so the 34-game hit streak set an inland area record. The person she broke that record of was Melissa Kelm of Bethel Christian in 1995 to 96, who had a 31-game hit streak. And an interesting fact, Melissa Kelm was once a teammate of mine at the Riverside Bethel Christian baseball team. When she transferred from Norte Vista, she was ineligible as a sophomore to play softball. She played baseball and was our starting right fielder.
Really?
Yes.
There you go. There's another by the numbers nugget for you. All right, to the question for this week, back to Erica Romero, and she's already pitched in 2 CIF Southern Section Championship games, hoping to make it number 3 this year. So he's trying to join some elite company, as in only one other person, right, to do something like this.
Yeah, we've had a couple pitchers in inland area history start 2 title games. Eric Romero is one. I can also think of Asia Alvarez at Riverside Christian, of course, Beth Robinson at Corona, now the Norco pitching coach, have all at least started 2. But one pitcher in inland area history has been the starting pitcher at a CIF title game 4 times.
Yeah, I noticed you said at least 3.
3 times. Yeah, someone pitched in 4 straight championship games.
So there's your question for next week. Find out in the Tuesday edition of the Press Enterprise who is the only softball pitcher to pitch in 4 CIF Southern Section Championship games. For EPJ, I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on By the Numbers.